secret, and even though we don't know what any of them actually say, well, over the years, there are sometimes declassified documents which tangentially make reference to PEAD documents, and therefore they shed a little bit of light as to what those documents actually say. Well, we do know about some of the powers that they gave the president in the past, such as authorizing the detention of alien enemies and other dangerous persons within the United States, suspending the writ of habeas corpus, meaning the suspension against unlawful and indefinite imprisonment by presidential order. The PEADs have provided for various forms of martial law. They've allowed for the issuance of general warrants permitting search and seizure of both persons and property. They've allowed the executive branch to establish military areas, such as those created during World War II. They've allowed for the declaration of a state of war. They've authorized censorship of news reports. And they've allowed for the federal government to suspend the production of the Federal Register. It contains government agency rules, proposed rules, public notices, things like that. It's published every weekday except on federal holidays. And so you see, these presidential emergency action documents, these PEADs, are rather broad in what they've allowed for in the past. According to these newly released records, they show that the administration of George W. Bush was conducting a holistic analysis to see whether they can be even broader in the 21st century. Specifically, these documents were the result of a review that the Bush administration conducted on the current PEADs sometime in the year 2004. It showed that one Bush-era official said that in light of 9/11, updating the PEADs was, quote, an urgent and compelling security effort, especially in light of ongoing threats. According to the 500 pages of recently released records, it appears that there were three main areas of focus. The first was in regards to controlling communications, because you see, at least one of the secret PEAD documents that was under the review of the Bush administration was designed to implement emergency authorities contained in Section 706 of the Communications Act. That section, which was added after World War II, was placed in by Congress, granting the president the authority to shut down or seize control of, quote, any facility or station for wire communication upon proclamation that there exists a state or threat of war involving the United States. However, in today's world, a president who's willing to test the limits of their authority might interpret the words wire communication in this particular provision to also include the internet, meaning that the president can claim to possess a kill switch over all electronic communications, which, according to these notes, appears to be exactly what the Bush administration was thinking. Up on your screen, you can see some of the internal notes for yourself. And as you can see, the words suspend or amend the rules and regulations are highlighted, and on the side, you can see that the administration thought that this provision was very broad. And then furthermore, on a separate note that's also up on your screen, the official wrote that Section 706 was broader than common carriers and FCC, which is the Federal Communications Commission jurisdiction. And therefore, they can regulate or even turn off our internet access if there's some kind of an emergency. That